So here's a page I built, a full product showcase for the G-Shock GA 2300 series. You can see the headline, the photos, the features, the specs. Everything is laid out clean and minimal. Now let me take you behind the scenes and show you exactly how I built this from scratch in Notion. I always start with a completely blank page, nothing fancy. First thing I did was give the page a title, GA 2300 1AER. That's a product name, and it immediately gives the page identity. Next, I added an icon. You can search directly in Notion, so I just typed in watch or clock and picked something that fits. And just below that, I added the series name, GA 2300 series. It's a small touch, but it makes the page feel like a proper product page right from the start. Then I moved on to the heading. I wanted to feel like the start of a product brochure, so I grabbed the intro text directly from G-Shock's official website. The headline goes on top, bold, clear, and attention-grabbing. Right under it, I added the description in regular text. One thing I did here to make the layout look better was create two columns. If you leave the text full width, it stretches too far across the screen and feels heavy. Two columns keep it balanced and easier to read. And to make the whole thing look cleaner overall, I switched the page to full width mode. That way, I had more control and space for the design. After that, I set up the visuals. For product pages, images do most of the storytelling. I created a 3-column layout and dropped in the product photos. I used 4 images in total, all pulled from the official site. But if you're building your own product page, this is where you would use your own product shots. The idea is simple: let the visuals do the heavy lifting and make sure they're sharp and aligned. Now right under the photos, I wanted to highlight the key features. For that, I used callouts. I created 4 of them, one for each main feature. Shock resistant, water resistant, easy to see in darkness, and minimal design. Inside each callout, I added a small icon to represent the feature. That's what makes the section more engaging. You're not just reading plain text, you're getting quick visual signals. And to keep everything neat, I added some spacing between the images and the callouts. That little gap makes the design feel less crowded and easier to scan. Next, I needed a way to show the detailed specs without overwhelming the page. That's where toggles come in. I added 3 of them: basic information, exterior, watch features. When they're closed, the page looks minimal. When you click to open, the details are right there. I formatted each section with a simple structure, the top text in regular style and the key detail in bold underneath. It's a small trick, but it makes the specs much easier to read. And between each section, I place a divider. Dividers act like breaks. They keep the flow organized and stop everything from blending together. Finally, at the very bottom, I added a space for extra resources. I used a callout and embedded a PDF file, in this case, the official operation guide. That way, anyone looking at the page has quick access to downloads or manuals without me cluttering up the design. And that's the full build. From a blank Notion page to a polished product showcase with images, headings, features, toggles, and resources. The cool part is, this setup works for anything, not just watches. Whether it's your own product, your portfolio, or even a service page, you can use the same structure to make it look professional and easy to navigate. So yeah, that's how I built this G-Shock product page in Notion.